Hello friends, good morning. Today we are discussing a new topic of this same chapter. The topic is causes of low productivity of agriculture sector. This process, whenever you are going to write this answer, friends, it's this most scientific question for 5 mark. Causes of low productivity of agriculture sector. That is the main important question in this chapter. Okay, this process, whenever you are going to write for 5 mark, first of all you have to write the introduction. Then after only you have to start the chart. In the chart, you have to write heading, causes of low productivity of agriculture sector, highlight by the pencil underline. Then these main three headings you have to write. These three main headings are institutional factors, technological factors, and other factors. Then institutional factor have again sub points. There's sub points one by one you write and complete your chart. After that, next one you have to write and explain in detail. Institutional factors, what we are discussing now. The institutional factor, that means what? The causes which are responsible in our institution, in our social, or you can say in our society, they are responsible to develop the low agriculture. Development is very low, and during the British time period, British time period and colonial time period, our India's economic condition has very poor, which has very exploited by the Britishers by their systems. There's a revenue collection system and land revenue collection systems started by the Britishers for their benefit, but it has totally create negative impact for our India's agriculture sector, and these systems are Jamindari, Malwali, and Raitwari system, which are started for the land revenue and which are related to agriculture finance, agriculture marketing system, and land ownership systems. Okay, now we are discussing the land revenue collection system in institutional factors. Okay, all causes. These three land revenue systems started by the Britishers. These are Jamindari system, Maharwari system, and Raitwari system. They are prevalent during the India's independence, and tenants of land or landless laborers were cultivating the land under this system, and a large share of the crop was just by the living substance level of the farmer. The entire crop was compulsory taken by the landlord as rent of the land. This was the reason, and that's why farmers were not ready to increase the production. They thought if they increase the production and they will try to increase the production, a large part of the ready crop will taken by Britishers or landlord. And due to that reason, these farmers were not ready to increase, and they were not up for the increase the production or productivity of the agriculture sector. And as a result, agriculture production did not increase as per nation's requirement and not according to the requirement of the cultivators. After independence, to protect tillers and to control rent of the land, Tiller Land Act was passed, but this act was not completely implemented, and due to that reason, farmers are exploitation free, are not exploitation free. Finally, productivity of the agriculture sector becomes serious issue. Next one is the second point in the institutional factors or reasons. Second one is the agriculture finance. Friends, our India's agriculture sector is totally depend on the monsoon. So these peoples, these farmers are very poor because of this are totally depend on the monsoon. They have not sufficient finance also. They want to buy fertilizers, seeds, pesticides, etc. And so they require finance for the cultivation. But since independence, a great role is played by the private money lenders. 71.6% agriculture finance business was managed by moneylenders in 1951. They were providing finance at a very high rate of interest. And not even that, they were doing agriculture finance also create a big problem for the farmers. They have not sufficient this all things, and due to that reason these peoples are not able to purchase this all type of spare parts and this all type of seeds, fertilizers. They want to purchase these all things, but they have not sufficient this all things, and due to that reason these peoples cannot purchase. There's a farmers cannot purchase these all things, and these are very poor. Their condition is very poor, and these peoples want to purchase like these fertilizer, seeds, pesticides. You can highlight it. Fertilizer, seeds, and there's all things which are very important for the farmers. These peoples have required these all things, but they have not sufficient money, and due to that reason they are purchasing these all things which are very essential for the cultivation and for the sell the product, for the preventing the plant. That's all. Before independence, also this type of problems occurred, but after independence, government has nationalized bank, which has produced the importance of the money lenders. Government has expanded institutional agriculture finance by the constructing regional rural bank (RRR) regional rural banks in 1975. The National Bank of the Agriculture and Rural Development (NABARD). What is the full form of NABARD? National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development in 1982. You remember this here also. It's most IMP question for 1 month also. This one. What is the full form of NABARD? And what type of bank is the apex bank for the agriculture sector? It is the NABARD. So National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development in 1982. Due to this, all efforts, role of moneylender fell down to 27%, where remaining entire agriculture credit is managed by the institutes. These factors prove that farmers are paying higher cost to uh, avail credit, and due to that, their revenue profitability remain very low. As profit are remaining very low, farmers are not much interested to improve the productivity on to do agriculture oriented work, and agriculture productivity has also remained low. Next one is agriculture market. What is agriculture marketing? In our India, these farmers are producing this all type of crops. But whatever crops they are producing, they are selling in the market, they have not adequate road or transportation facility for the connect of the agriculture market. Even agriculture markets have different rates of the produce at the time of the season and at the end of the season. They have not at the end of the season. Whatever commodity which we are purchasing now. For an example, if you want to purchase mangoes in this during this time period, its price will very high. And during the May month, its price has different. Now this month price is totally different. Why? Because of the at the time of the season and at the time of the end of the season, prices are different. But these farmers have no adequate road or transportation facility. Due to that reason, whatever crop they are producing, at the same time they are able to sell that commodity in the market. Okay, and they cannot get benefit the end of the seasons related prices. So majority case high price benefits to go to trader and holders. This persons who can hold that for some time period, and after that they can sell. These are getting benefit. Traders are also getting benefit because of these are collecting all type of crop from the farmer during the season, but these are selling same type of crop during the scarcity of the commodity and during the end of the season, and these are getting high benefit and profit. Farmers who are under the debt are forced to sell their crop before crop get ready to local lenders and brokers. Farmers are list enormity, so they do not have knowledge of market rates, selling producer. Therefore, they are not able to get good returns of their crop, and due to this, they become pessimist. These are exploiting. Next one is fourth point: rural social structure. India farmers are fatalist. These are mostly believe on their fertile. That means bhagya ke upar dependency and having least information. Rural society is bound with all tradition and structure. As they are fatalist, they accept problems given by the nature and accept situation of the scarcity. So they do not do cultivation for their substance only. They are not having motivation to attain and economic development of the cultivation, increase in the income. These are not trying for that. These are not motivated for this. These are just depends on their patterns because they have patterns. Bhagyavan. Okay. And they are not having motivations to attain economic development of the cultivation, increase in the income. This is the reason why agriculture, which is center point of the rural area, is having low productivity. Next one is technological factors. India's agriculture sectors utilizes all traditional technology like all acquired equipments, ideologies, technologies, etc. And these are using all technology, and due to that reason, their per unit cost is very high. They use traditional seed instead of the hybrid seeds, which give low productivity. They use cow dung as manure instead of the chemical-based fertilizers, which gives low productivity. Indian farmer use very lax proportion of fertilizers, pesticides, and newer technology to protect crops. Therefore, Indian agriculture sector moves ahead very slowly. Next one, by insects also so many times about a large part of the production, agriculture production, eaten by the insects. Next one is the other factors. Pressure of the population and lack of the economic plan. Do you know India's 72% population is depend on the agriculture sector for the income. Okay, during I can say 1951-61. During this time period, 72% population engaged on the agriculture sector, and in the 2001 to 58% total population engaged on the agriculture sector for the income. In the year 2013-14, 49. Next one is the last point. The last one point is related to The last one point is related to lack of economic planning. Lack of economic planning. Government of India has used first five-year plan and exclusively for agriculture sector. But from the second five-year plan, India's economic planning centered to industries. The government has not taken that much effort. First five-year plan centered on the agriculture sector. But from the second five-year plan, mostly importance given to the industrial sector. The government has not taken the much effort, not allocated time and money for the agricultural sector as compared to industrial sector. Finally, it can be said that as agriculture sector has irregular and slow rate of the development. Government has not given help to the it, and due to that, only Indian agriculture sector is in a worrisome condition. So we have completed this one answer. I hope you all have got it. And friends, you have to revise same answer at your home and write this all main headings. Then after explanation in the detail, and in the last you have to write conclusion. In the conclusion, you can write this all worries, conditions and situations in the short, and within 2 or 3 sentences, you can write the conclusion. Then only you can get 5 to 5 marks. So please try for getting full after full marks and revise main all points and start to write main headings by yourself without any copy and highlight main headings also. From 2 marks you have to start highlight or underline by pencil. You have to do this, then only you will habitual, otherwise you will not you will attend the answer but your answer will not perfect and you cannot get full out of full marks. So friends, you have to start the habit for the underline, pencil work, conclusion, introduction, like that type of explanation and presentation. You have to start the practice for this all. Thank you very much. You revise same answer and learn it.